So today on the On Teacher, we're going to do a bit of a recap, and we're going to be making a toy construction block. Now this is going to use some of the features we've looked at in our basic range and our basic playlist on our YouTube channel. So let's get stuck in. We're going to make this toy construction block. I'm sure you'll recognize it. It's based very loosely on a well-known brand. And we're going to make it in 5 steps. That's right, just 5 steps. I'm going to try and keep it to under 10 minutes if I can. So, step 1, we need to create a sketch. So just before we get started, remember our right mouse button. I always start with right, I shouldn't really. So remember, its left mouse button is red and right mouse button is blue. So we press sketch and we press top. And then straight away, I'm going to use the shortcut key on the keyboard, which is the N. So we're looking at it straight down from the top there. Along onto my toolbar at the top, we want the center rectangle. So I just click the little arrow there. I'm on center rectangle now. And I'm going to start drawing from the center and out. Now I'm not touching anything. You can see the horizontal bottom dimension is active. So I type in 32. And now my vertical dimension is active, which is 16. So I didn't need to use the dimension key at all there. I was just able to do it straight away with them dimensions. I'll spin it into isometric for you now. So that's using the camera and render options. You've got the little arrow there and we can do different views. Let's go to isometric for the moment. Now once I'm happy with them dimensions, we press the green tick. And we are then going to extrude sketch 1. So we click sketch 1. To a height of 10 and press the tick. That was step 1. Step 2 begins again with a sketch, and this time on the top surface there. Once again, press that N key so we're looking directly down. Now I've just used my scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom in here to make it a bit bigger. Now I'm going to draw my 8 dots. We'll call them dots. To do that, it's center point circle, and I'm just going to draw in this top left hand corner here a circle. First dimension comes up. I'm changing that straight away to 5. I do need to now dimension this. Time it's blue, it's undimensioned, it's unrefined. We need to turn that blue line to black, and I'm going to use the dimension tool to do that. So I'm going to click the center of the circle and the edge there to set a dimension, which is going to be 4. So it's 4 off from that side. It's still undefined because it needs a dimension off this horizontal line. So I'm going to click the circle, horizontal line, drag it out, and we're going to set that one to 4. And as soon as I do that, it's gone black. Now this is the time saver. I'm going to use something called a linear pattern, which sits at the top here. Linear pattern is there. And we click our circle, and straight away it starts creating by default a linear pattern. So we'll work on this one that's going horizontally first of all, and times 3 we're going to change to times 4, and the spacing 25 millimeters we're going to bring down to 8. So that gives us our first row of 8. I'm then going to press the arrow here so it comes below and change the times 1 to times 2, and using that same dimension of 8 we then create our 2 rows of dots. So we just double click now, so that's come off of there. I'm just going to go back to isometric so you can zoom in and see that. Press the tick, extrude sketch 2 to a height of 2 millimeters and press the tick. We then need to work on the bottom. So we could, I'm going to use my arrow keys. I'm just going to spin it, use the top arrow keys, or I'm pressing the up arrow key. I've spun it completely over. Now we need to hollow this out. Now you could use extrudes, do a rectangular extrude and then do all the little dots, but the shell tool is far quicker. So I click on shell, I click the surface, I want to remove the bottom one, and it's come up with a default number there. So my mouse is on it now of 2.5. I'm going to change that to 1.2 and press enter. And you can see it shelled the whole inside, including the dots. So we press the tick. So step 3, we've shelled it. Now we need to add the clutch. These are the round tubes on the bottom of the construction toy that allowed it to hold it in place and sit between the dots when they lock together. So it's another sketch, and this time I need to make sure I get the right plane here. I want the bottom of that shell. So I'm going to click there, press N again, and we're going to draw a circle roughly in the middle of these 4 dots. Don't worry if we're not completely accurate. And our first circle needs to be to a diameter of 6.5, and then another circle straight inside it, which is going to be 5. So we end up with 2 circles. Now they are locked to this horizontal line, but the width from the center or the width from the edge hasn't been defined yet. So to do that, we're going to click the dimension tool. I'm going to click the outer edge and the center of the circles and set that to 8. And it's just shifted it over, so it's now in the center of them 4. Now, just like before, we can use that linear pattern tool, which is at the top there. My mouse is on it now. I've got to click both circles this time. If I only click one, it does one, so we want both. Times 3, perfectly fine. Thick or distance between each one is now down to 8. And you can see that puts it bang in the center, 3 evenly spaced parts. We press the tick. I'm just going to move it on my mouse so you can see there. We're going to press extrude, sketch 3, and I can type in a dimension, but I'm going to do something slightly different to show you. I'm going to go up to face. So where it says blind, I'm going to press up to face, and I click this bottom face. Now, why I've done that, if I ended up making the block thicker or deeper, these would automatically update. I wouldn't need to go and change that dimension. Now there's one last little bit that I'm going to do, which is to put the vertical, as I look at it, line in onto this middle block or this middle tube just to lock it in place. I'm not going to do the smaller ones. I don't think we really need them. So again, it's sketch, clicking on that bottom plane there and pressing the N key. And what I need to do is I'm going to use the center point rectangle again on this line here and just look to connect them roughly up. I should have gone a little bit higher, but it's easily fixable now. So I can click that line and set that dimension to 0. And I'm going to set the width. Oh, interesting point here. When I did my dimension, it's going to come up as a 90-degree angle. I'm just going to press cancel on that and delete it. The reason that happened is when I did my dimension, I went straight down the middle there and accidentally selected that vertical line. So I'm just going to pull it to the side this time, and I'm going to set that to 1 millimeter. Now the reason it's not all gone black is it needs a dimension here, and I can just leave that as that 3.8. That won't make any difference. So there's my first piece. I'm then going to use the mirror tool, which is next to linear pattern. So select a mirror line, it's that vertical one, and then we get to draw around our block. So we've got 2 parts there. We press the tick. I'm going to click on extrude, sketch 4, and you can see the distance there. My distance is going to be 6.5. Press the tick, and that's my Lego block finished. Now I've got 30 seconds just to show you to colour it in. So I'm going to go to isometric, scroll in, and on the left hand side here I've got my appearance panel. So right hand side I've got the appearance panel, and I can just change the colour of my block, press the tick, and if you want to remove your planes you just click the eye next to them And there we go. I've been the On Teacher. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. In our next video, we'll look at doing some assembly with these blocks so you can make some simple building structures with them. Please like, subscribe, follow the channel, and comment if there's anything you'd like to see from us in the future. Thanks for watching.